Hello, dear students. Welcome. So, in today's class, we will learn next essay, another essay that is scientific research is a token of humankind's survival. This essay was written by Vladimir Kailis Burov, who was a famous Russian mathematical geophysicist and seismologist. He was born in 1921 and he was died in 2013. In this essay, Vladimir he discuss about the role of science, the role of scientists, especially the contribution of scientists in the world. In the essay, the scientific research is a token of humankind's survival. The writer Kellis Borov says about his profession as a scientist and views that science is the humankind's indispensable guardian and caretaker. Now, let's discuss about this essay in Nepali form. सर्वप्रथम त हामीले साइन्टिफिक रिसर्च इज अ टोकन अफ ह्युमन काइन्ड सर्भाइभल भन्ने शीर्षकको बारेमा बुझ्न जरुरी हुन्छ। हामीले शीर्षक बुझ्नु भनेको यससँग सम्बन्धित पक्षहरूको बारेमा हामीमा अवगत हुन्छ। तसर्थ साइन्टिफिक रिसर्च इज अ टोकन अफ ह्युमन काइन्ड सर्भाइभल भनेको चाहिँ एउटा वैज्ञानिक अनुसन्धान मानव जाति अस्तित्वको एउटा टोकन हो, एउटा सङ्केत हो भने शीर्षकमा लेखिएको यो निबन्ध एकजना रसियन राइटर, रसियन साइन्टिस्ट, भूभौतिक विज्ञानी र भूकम्प वैज्ञानिक भ्लादिमिर कोइलिस बोर्गद्वारा लेखिएको निबन्ध हो र यस निबन्धले विज्ञान र यसका लागि विश्वका जनताको जीवनमा उल्लेख्य योगदान पुर्याएको तथ्यलाई प्रस्तुत गरेको छ। यो निबन्धले विश्वभरिका वैज्ञानिकहरूले कसरी राष्ट्रिय पहिचानभन्दा माथि उक्लेर राष्ट्रहरूको साझा समस्याको समाधान खोज्ने भन्ने विषयवस्तुलाई यहाँ प्रस्तुत गरेको छ र यस निबन्धका वक्ता आफै वैज्ञानिक हुन् र उनी आफैले विज्ञानको पक्षमा बोल्दै विज्ञान वास्तवमा मानव जातिको अपरिहार्य संरक्षक र हेरचाहकर्ता हो भन्ने विषय यहाँ प्रस्तुत गरेका छन् र यस निबन्धका अनुसार लेखकले वैज्ञानिक पेसा अन्य पेसाभन्दा फरक रहेको जानकार गरेका छन्। जस्तो वैज्ञानिकहरू व्यवसायी, वकिल र चिकित्सकहरूको तुलनामा कम आय पाउँछन् र यसको तथ्यका बावजुद पनि केही मानिसहरू अझै पनि वैज्ञानिक बन्ने निर्णय गर्दछन् किनकि तिनीहरू विज्ञान बिना बाँच्न सक्दैनन्। लेखकका अनुसार विज्ञान एक रोमाञ्चक साहसिक कार्य हो जसको प्रमुख पुरस्कार खोजबाट आउँछ। ठुलो पैसाको सट्टामा वैज्ञानिकले उनीहरूको खोजी मार्फत सम्मान र पदोन्नतिहरू प्राप्त गर्दछन्। एकजना वैज्ञानिकले वकिल, डाक्टर र व्यापारी भन्दा कम पैसा पाउँछन् तर स्वतन्त्रता र उनीहरू आफूलाई चाहिँ एउटा स्वतन्त्रताको रूपमा पाउँदछन्। र अर्को कुरा, लेखकले यस निबन्धमा शीत युद्धको समयमा आफ्ना विचारहरू यहाँ पोखेका छन्। जुन शीत युद्धमा तीन ठुला राष्ट्रहरू अमेरिका, बेलायत र रसियाहरूको एक किसिमको चाहिँ उनीहरूमा चाहिँ एक किसिमको मिसअन्डरस्ट्यान्डिङ भएको थियो र जुन बेला 1960 को अवधिमा जब उनी राजधानी सहर मस्कोमा चाहिँ भूकम्पीय तरङ्गहरूको अनुसन्धान गर्दै थिए त उनलाई रुसी विज्ञान प्रतिष्ठानका अध्यक्षले बोलाएका थिए। राष्ट्रपतिले उनलाई जेनेभाबाट आणविक हतियारको बारेमा जेनेभाको बैठकमा सम्बन्धी पत्र को बारेमा जानकारी गराएका थिए र एक अमेरिकी वैज्ञानिकले फ्रान्स प्रेसले उनलाई जेनेभामा छलफलमा बोलाएका थिए, जसले गर्दा लेखक उनी जेनेभा गएका थिए र त्यस समयमा आणविक हतियारहरूको विनाश डर बढी भएको थियो, मानिसहरू खतरामा थिए र शीत युद्ध 1960 को अवधिमा चरम सीमा पुगेको थियो। रसिया, अमेरिका र बेलायत जस्ता महाशक्ति राष्ट्रहरूले धेरै आणविक हतियार राखेका थिए र उनीहरूको आणविक हतियार प्रयोग गरेर पहिलो राष्ट्रमा अरू अन्य राष्ट्रमा उनीहरू सजिलै विनाश गर्न सक्थे र उनीहरू जेनेभाको शिखर सम्मेलनमा उनीहरू छलफल गर्नुको एउटा निष्कर्ष के रहेको थियो भने मानवताको अस्तित्वको लागि तीन शक्तिशाली राष्ट्रहरूले चाहिँ एउटा महत्त्वपूर्ण निर्णय लिए, जसको निर्णय के रहेको थियो भने आणविक शक्ति नयाँ परमाणु हात हतियार परीक्षणमा प्रतिबन्ध लगाउने सहमतिमा उनीहरूले हस्ताक्षर गरेका थिए। त्यो घटना शीत युद्धको वातावरण थियो जहाँ विभिन्न विरोधी पक्षका वैज्ञानिकहरूले विश्व शान्तिलाई बढावा दिन र आणविक हात हतियारको प्रयोग रोक्नको लागि बुझ्नुपर्ने थियो र त्यो घटनाले लेखकलाई सिकायो कि विज्ञान सबैको सबैको बाँच्ने र कल्याणको आशा हो भन्ने जानकारी यहाँ निबन्धकारले व्यक्त गरेका छन् र आणविक शक्तिहरूले नयाँ आणविक हतियारहरूको परीक्षण रोक्न विभिन्न सम्झौताहरू गरे तर उनीहरूले समस्याको सामना गरे कि यदि कसैले आणविक हतियारको गोप्य भूमिगत परीक्षण गरेर सम्झौताको उल्लङ्घन गरे तिनीहरू अन्य शक्तिहरूले त्यो परीक्षण पत्ता लगाउन सक्दछन् र त्यसका लागि प्राविधिक वैज्ञानिकहरूलाई सम्म बोलाएर समस्याको समाधान गर्नको लागि त्यहाँ उपस्थित गराइएको थियो। यसरी एउटा संसारमा अमन चाहिँ एउटा शान्ति स्थापना गर्नको लागि चाहिँ विज्ञानको महत्त्वपूर्ण भूमिका रहेको र वैज्ञानिकहरूको योगदान अपरिहार्य रहेको भन्ने बारेमा यहाँ निबन्धकारले छलफल गर्नुभएको छ। त्यस्तै गरेर मानिस जातिको बाँच्नको लागि विज्ञानको आशा ठुलो रहेको छ। वर्तमान परिदृश्यमा मानव र प्राकृतिक दुवै प्रकोप मानव सुरक्षाका लागि खतरामा परेको छ। चाहे त्यो सुनामी होस् वा आतंकवाद, पैसाले मात्र समस्याको समाधान गर्न सक्दैन र यस अवस्थामा वैज्ञानिक समाधान मात्र एक आशा हो। तसर्थ यस निबन्ध मार्फत लेखकले बाँच्नको ठोस कारणहरू, सर्भाइभल हुने ठोस कारणहरू छन् जुन वास्तवमा विज्ञान जीवनको आशा हो, विज्ञान मानव जीवनको आशा भरोसा हो। विज्ञानले गर्दा विभिन्न वैज्ञानिकहरूको जन्म भएको छ। वैज्ञानिकहरूले गर्दा नै वास्तवमा मानिसहरूको एउटा बाँच्ने आशाको केन्द्रबिन्दु सृजित भएको छ। तसर्थ विज्ञान जीवनको आशा हो भनेर चाहिँ यस निबन्धमा निबन्धकार भ्लादिमिरले चाहिँ आफ्नो आफू वैज्ञानिक भएको र वैज्ञानिकको महत्त्वपूर्ण योगदान रहेको संसारका मानिसहरूमा एउटा जीवन रूपी आशा पलाउनको लागि वैज्ञानिकहरूको भूमिका महत्त्वपूर्ण रहेको भन्ने बारेमा यस निबन्धमा भ्लादिमिरले चर्चा गरेका छन्। Well, now after this main idea in Nepali, after this let's go its summary in English. Especially scientific research is a token of humankind's survival. This essay was by Vladimir Kelius-Borok, who was a Russian mathematical geophysicist and seismologist. He taught at the University of California, Los Angeles. In this essay, the writer has presented the fact related to science and its outstanding contribution to the lives of the people of the world. This essay has shown how scientists across the globe rise above their national identities to find solutions for common problems of nations. The speaker of this essay is the writer himself. Here we find him advocating science, saying that science is the indispensable guardian and caretaker of humankind. According to the essay, the writer starts with the profession of a scientist, saying that scientists get low income than the businessmen, lawyers, and doctors. Despite this fact, some of the people still decide to be scientists because they cannot live without science. According to the writer, science is an exciting adventure where the major reward comes from the discovery itself. Instead of big money, the scientist gets honors and promotions through his or her discoveries. A scientist gets lesser money than the lawyers, doctors, and businessmen, but enjoys freedom and independence. Next, the writer talks about his experience during the Cold War with his readers. The writer says that during 1960s, while he was doing his research of seismic waves, that's earth tremors, in the capital of Moscow, he was summoned by the president of the Russian Academy of Sciences. The president showed him a letter from Geneva related to the meeting of Geneva about the nuclear weapons. An American scientist, Fran Press, called him to Geneva to attend the discussion. As a result, the writer found himself in Geneva. During the time, the fear of annihilation by nuclear weapons was so high, people were living in threat. The Cold War was in its high during 1960s. The superpower nation is Russia, Soviet, America, and England had lots of nuclear weapons. They could easily destroy other nations in their first strike using nuclear weapons. Before Geneva summit, for the sake of the survival of humanity, an important decision was taken by the politicians of three powerful nations. The three nuclear powers were willing to come to an agreement putting a ban on the new nuclear weapons test. That episode was an atmosphere of the Cold War in which scientists from outside had to come an understanding to promote world peace and prevent the use of nuclear weapons. that episode, that event taught the writer that science is the hope of survival and well-being of all. It shows that the writer thinks this. In this way, here the writers wants to convey the message that the role of science, the role of scientists, the contribution of scientists for the hope of survival and well-being of human being is really great one. Here the writer has discussed about his idea. Now, according to the writer, scientists are the most practical people in the world. This could be seen in new technologies, new brands of industry from defense to entertainment. The scientists invent antibiotics, electronics, each and everything done by the scientists. They have different types of field here. So overall, the writer wants to show that the role of scientists, the contribution of scientists are really highly significant in the globe, in the world. The hope of science for the survival of mankind has larger significance also. In the present scenario, the safety of mankind is threatened by both natural and man-made disaster, be it a can be tsunami or terrorism, or money alone cannot tackle the problem. Scientific solutions are the only hope. Thus, the writer has optimum reasons to conclude that science is the hope of survival. So that is the main idea. That is the main theme of this essay by Vladimir. And now, students, so we completed the main idea of this essay. Now we have some question answer. There is a question from the understanding the text. What does the scientist get instead of big money? For this question, you can go there. That is, instead of getting money, they reward with honors and promotions. That is the answer. And in the B, what was the problem that nuclear powers had faced? For this answer, you can go on here. Then in C number, in which area did Kaylis-Borok theoretical knowledge have a direct application? For this answer, you can go through these lines. Then D number, what was the important decision that a politician took before Geneva summit? For this answer, you can go in here. Then E number, what are the natural and man-made disasters as mentioned by the author? For this answer, you can go on here. Then referring to the context, the professional address to you as in the sentence, you are clever. For this answer, yes, definitely lawyers, doctors, scientists, and businessmen here. Justify your choice. What do you think? Maybe scientists, or maybe lawyers, maybe doctor there. So in the next B number, answer you can go on here. And C number, money is a powerful than intellectual resources. For this answer, you can go on here. Just tackle your idea, pure idea. Then we have D number question. How does the essayist justify the scientific resource is a humankind's survival? For this answer, you can go on here. Then E number, what can be the purpose of the essayist using quotations in the essay? For this answer, you can go for writing essays to make all his readers aware of the main points that he wishes to convey. The essayist continued to use quotation from Regent to support his idea in this essay. In the same way, in F number, discuss and illustrate the writer's stand that scientists are the most practical people in the world. For this answer, you can go in here. Then next, reference beyond the text. Everyone lives under the fear of annihilation by the nuclear weapons. Explain his statement. Definitely during the 1960s, it was a time, such a time there. Then you can go in here. And then B number, the essay says, while there is science, there is a hope of survival and well-being for all of us. Explain. For this answer, you can go in here, as I have provided. That is. Then C number is science of blessing or curse. Write an essay. Okay, you follow this lines here. I have mentioned a paragraph here. Okay, that is the answer for this question. Well, students, now we are at the end of our class. I hope you got the concept. If you have any confusion regarding our grade 11 English course, you can ask, you can comment there. Now we are at the end of our class. Don't forget to like and subscribe this Versatile Learning Network. Hope to meet you in our next class. See you. Take care. Goodbye.